The IRS is gearing up for its new role as healthcare cop.
That's right. The agency whose main responsibility is, of course, to collect taxes cheerfully from all of us will soon be in charge of enforcing the president's healthcare mandate. But how can it police a bill that comes with no civil or criminal penalties for those who refuse to pay?
A lot of people asking that question, so let's ask Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Good to see you, Judge.
Good to see you guys. Even when we talk about unpleasant matters, it's good to see you.
Like taxes?
Right.
All right, so how can they enforce this, the IRS, if you choose not to buy health insurance and you pay the tax instead?
Well, the IRS can put a lien on your property. Initially, it can add to your tax bill. It can send you a threatening letter saying we're going to put the lien on your property. If the government owes you money, it can deduct from the refund that you owe the government because of your failure to pay this tax. So it has some of the tools available that it uses in the collection of ordinary income tax.
But there are some things, Judge, that the IRS simply cannot do.
Correct. Because Mrs. Pelosi and company wanted unanimity amongst the Democrats when the law was enacted, and because some conservative Democrats, interestingly, some of them are not going to the Democratic National Convention this year,
They're busy.
insisted that some tools be taken away from the IRS. Some were. So the IRS cannot seek an indictment, a criminal charge, for those who willfully refuse to pay this. The IRS cannot seize bank accounts or dock wages. The IRS cannot add penalties for your failure to pay. The only thing that keeps adding is interest, and the interest is established by the statute.
Okay, so some conservative Democrats were against those things. Are those things, are the IRS able to do those things in general?
Yes.
Just in regular? Okay.
Oh, sure, sure. If you owe if you file a tax return and acknowledge what you owe and don't pay it, the IRS can take it right out of your bank account without notice to you, but cannot do that for this so-called tax.
Judge, so if people are looking at this and they think, oh, there really aren't many teeth in this law, they really can't get my money, they'll eventually get the money.
Well, sure, they'll eventually get the money. If they put a lien on your house and you don't sell the house for 20 years and the interest keeps building,
oh my goodness,
and then when you do sell the house, a lot of the proceeds from the sale are going right to the IRS and not to you.
But it depends on who the president is, because maybe that president would not tell the IRS to do that.
There are a lot of tools that would be available to a president who disagreed with this law that could dull its negative effects, one of which would be to say to the IRS, go collect income taxes and leave these people alone. Here's the scary part. The law provides for 16,000 new IRS agents.
Exactly.
And it funds them for the first 4 years.
Right, and they're going to need something to do, so they might come back and haunt us all. All right, Judge, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, guys.